me for the third pillar, which is communicate. Now, communicate and critique are the teacher training side of the 4 pillars. So we've already covered connect and create, which is the curriculum development side of the 4 pillars. So that's about how you structure your learning experience, how you really connect with your clients, know what they need, and then create a learning experience that's based on best practice teaching and learning foundations. So the communicate module is all about how to engage and inspire and motivate your learners. You know, having a good structure is one thing, but then being able to really deliver that content with confidence and in a way that's going to engage and inspire people, that's another story altogether. So there's 3 main things that you do to communicate most effectively with your clients. First of all, you need to have a good structure, a good old presentation structure, and we'll talk about that in a little while. That's also called a lesson plan. The second thing is about having really good, strong visual aids. Now listen to that word, visual aids. Aids are something that should be assisting you, helping you, not distracting your audience, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. The third thing there is having really polished delivery techniques. So knowing how to use verbal and non-verbal communication so that you can get your ideas across and to keep your audience engaged. What happens when we don't do any of these 3 things is that our audience gets really confused and bored and tired and distracted and really can't be bothered listening to you, and they switch off. And this is a major reason why people don't finish programs, is because they're bored, because there's nothing there keeping them going on to the next one. So that first problem, confusion, you know when you're sitting in one of those presentations and you're going, oh, where's this going? Like, is it ever going to end? Like, you know, it's going to be late. Oh, maybe I can just skip the last half. You know, like, oh, I've watched 20 minutes of it. Surely that's enough. You don't want your clients doing that. You don't want them switching off halfway through. Now, a very good way to do that is, if you've noticed the way I've structured these, is about saying, I've got 3 things that I'm going to talk to you about. Then you can start talking about them. And in that way, people know what's coming up and they know how close they are to the end. Having a structure is like having a roadmap. It's like having a journey planner. Your clients know exactly where you're going and they know exactly when to get off the bus. Okay, so the second part there is about visual aids. Now, the problem here is distraction. People are either bored stupid by heaps of text and images, or they're distracted by things that are flying in, or massive tables of information that they're trying to interpret while you're talking. So visual aids should be helping you, they shouldn't be distracting you. And one of the biggest problems people have is putting too much information on their slides, or not enough. Something I find really funny about the online learning environment especially is that people tend to put up some slides and then talk behind them. Now, that is about as effective as doing this.
Hi, my name's Maria and I'm going to talk to you about my recent trip to Italy.
Now, wouldn't it be more effective if you were able to combine yourself in the video? Hi, this is me on my last trip to Italy. This is a picture of the Cinque Terre. Seriously, how hard is it? Why do people hide behind their PowerPoints? I don't get it, do you? So visual aids should be less distracting and more helping. They should be helping your presentation. So if you can see the presentations on these slides, just for one example, there's a few keywords and there's me talking to you. And there's constant reminders of which module we're in and exactly where we're at in this process. This is problem 2 of 3 that I started telling you about a little while ago.
The third problem is boredom. When someone speaks and I'm not trying to continue to talk about this for hours and then you get really bored and you switch off because there's nothing really keeping you excited, is there? Now that's a problem with verbal communication and non-verbal communication, and as you can tell, I've got verbal and non-verbal communication at the moment. I'm not my strong suit.
Now, wouldn't you prefer someone actually having an animated conversation with you as if you're standing right there? This is a huge problem with a lot of presenters, whether it's nerves, whether they haven't practiced enough, or whether they just don't know there's simple steps to follow to make sure that their verbal and non-verbal communication techniques are effective as possible. Good communication techniques, verbal and non-verbal, helps you build rapport with your audience. It helps you engage them. It helps them feel a little bit closer to you. And that is exactly what you want, as opposed to your clients being bored, distracted, or falling asleep. So how do we communicate most effectively? Well, we use a good presentation structure, we use effective visual aids, and we make the most of our verbal and non-verbal communication skills so that we can effectively engage, inspire, and motivate our clients to create real change.